Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final Mayhem before the Mind Games pay-per-view, where Mayhem and Fight Night will clash for the first time in WIW history. We are kicking off tonight with a new debut matchup from the Mayhem to Fight Night trade. Finally, Mayhem have finally acquired a piece following Sandra Piper's destruction of Tashley last week on the Fight Night main event. And now Robert Hall gets the honor of breaking in the new guy here tonight. Robert Hall has not had a great start to his career and he's struggling to get matches because of it. But tonight, he gets a chance to show off against the newest member to the Mayhem roster, and this could be the opportunity he needs. If it's someone big from the Fight Night roster and he can turn him around, maybe he can start turning his career around and start really pushing here this year in WIW. But his opponent, we don't know who it is, and we're about to find out. Oh my! No way! Well, ladies and gentlemen, this just might be the biggest trade as of yet. The former television champion, Travis Cotterrell, the former world champion, #1 contender, the man who has done nearly everything on WIW, has now made his way to Monday Night Mayhem. Well, to be honest, after the embarrassing defeat, well, not embarrassing defeat, but after the defeat, let's say, after the defeat to King Sam, he definitely took some bumps and bruises, but he's back in in-ring action, and he's made the switch to Monday nights. And this might be what he needs for his career. He spent his entire life trying to destroy the Wolfpack and has been unsuccessful, and now he's moved away from the Wolfpack. Maybe now he can put things back on track for himself and start to move his career in a better way. And I tell you what, he's a strong fighter. We've seen him competing at the top level for years now here on WIW. And we know what he's capable of. He's been a former champion himself, of course the first ever television champion. So we know he's capable of it, but the question is, when he gets down in the ring, can he do it? Robert Hall with a sign of respect there for Travis, and Travis already making friends here on Mayhem. So let's get this one on the way. And straight away, collar and elbow tie-up. Sign of respect here. Both people eager to impress, and they're not going to want to waste their opportunities. Robert Hall very much in the need of a win. If I'm not mistaken, hasn't won yet. He suffered several big defeats and really needs to start getting some going in his career. Travis, of course, this is his Mayhem debut, and after what was a bad run at the end of his Fight Night career, desperately needs to make some improvements here on Monday Night Mayhem to really push for some gold. We've got a big night tonight. Oh, look at this, hook of the leg very early there off the triple fisherman suplex from Robert Hall. And straight out the gate, Robert Hall looking pretty impressive here. Travis maybe with a little bit of ring rust, spent the last couple of weeks out of action and trying to fight back. Oh, look at this. Gets him in a great position here. Oh, and a massive leg drop. How did he do that? Oh, mate, that must have been very uncomfortable. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, we got a big show tonight, and of course featuring right at the end of the show, a very big thing, because King Sam and Aaron Albright will meet in the ring to talk face-to-face for the very first time ahead of their Mind Games pay-per-view clash for both the WIW and World Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be a big occasion. Plus, of course, tonight we have the deciding match, the 4-on-4 elimination match to determine the new member, the new team to represent Mayhem at the pay-per-view. And Travis with an axe kick ready to put away Robert Hall already, and he hits a 2 count. The axe kick is out, and we know what follows through. Travis turns the tide in this matchup already, and looking to wrap it up with the gut wrench. Powerbomb. Robert Hall here with the gut wrench powerbomb. Has Travis secured himself a win on his debut? No, he hasn't. It's a 2 count. And Travis, I thought he'd done it there on the gut wrench, but to be fair, he's been on the back pedal of this match. 2 moves won't get the job done. And now Robert Hall needs to try and bounce back after the big hits that he's taken. And Travis tried to advance forward, and Robert Hall with the DDT. Mind Games is going to be a great pay-per-view, and I can't wait for it. But tonight, we've got some big matches on the card, and people eager to prove themselves, such as Robert Hall right now, who lands a crippling leaf blower gutbuster. And now Travis crawling away to safety by the looks of things. Robert Hall's just going to watch him do it. He senses Travis is on the back pedal slightly, although Travis has been turning the tide in the last few minutes. And now Travis kicks him in the corner. Robert Hall got caught being a bit lazy there, and Travis makes him pay with a clothesline. And into the cover here. Travis, can he get the cover? No, he only gets a 1. Now Travis, of course, never one to like to fight alone. He's always had someone at ringside, whether it be Bob and Alan, who we haven't seen in a very long time, his personal security guard, his wife Abby, who is not in attendance tonight. Oh, look at that, middle rope flying knee. Very nice connection there from Travis. And of course, he used to have the Wolfpack as well in his corner when he was an associate of the Wolfpack. Now look at Robert Hall, ready to lift him up. Oh, and Robert Hall just tossing him up into the air. And the height on that as well, very impressive indeed from Robert Hall. And then a splash through with the Lion Salt. As he got the cover, he only gets a 1. And I think that surprised Robert Hall a little bit, but he's back in that corner. Looking for the super kick, Robert Hall. Oh, Travis ducks out of the way. Oh, what a running knee to follow through. Travis did well there to duck it and counter. And now looking for the axe kick right to the back of the skull. And we've seen it wrap up matches in the past. Is it going to be the case here tonight? Into the cover. Has Travis picked up his win? Oh, it's a 2.5 count. And Travis thinks that should have been a 3. But it was a very strong kick out indeed by Robert Hall. But he won't be kicking out of this if he can't get out of this. The gut wrench power bomb. Count to 100. Travis wins his Mayhem Day. Wait, no. What? Robert Hall kicked out at 2 to a second gut wrench powerbomb. Travis can't believe his luck, but straight away back in the offensive with a springboard. Robert Hall started off strong in this match, but now on the receiving end of a beatdown. And Travis, oh look at this. Travis trying to just get this win by any means possible. Oh, nearly gets it there with his feet on the ropes. The referee completely missed that as per usual. And now Robert Hall now trying to make some advances forward. He's been under pressure and now needs to advance forward. Travis says no, though. And now Travis, he's got him relatively near the ropes here, but he's going to apply some pressure here with the sharpshooter just to wear down the legs of Robert Hall a bit more. And Travis, you feel he's close to wrapping this one up. Robert Hall on the back foot and another axe kick. Quite literally now under the back foot. And now look at this. Big elbow drop by Travis. And Travis, he knows that this one is his to lose now. He can't afford to make any mistakes or slip up. And he's not going to let that happen here. Look at this. Into a knee bar. And he's just managed to crawl to the ropes. And the referee forces the break. And Travis now going to move him just to the other side of the ropes. And straight into the cover, though, off the knee bar. Has he worn him down enough? With it? No, he hasn't. It's a 2 count. Robert Hall kicks again. And look at Travis' face. He can't believe this. And this is the problem he's been having as of late. Putting all his effort and energy into these moves, but yet not being able to get the jump done. Travis to the top rope, looking to fly. Oh, and look at that, 630 senton. And we know Travis has that cruiserweight ability. He is eligible for the cruiserweight division. We've seen him compete for it already. And now into the cover here again. Travis just trying to wrap this one up if he can. Another 2 count. Robert Hall kicking out of everything right now. And this, not offensively, but at least defensively, this has been by far the most impressive that Robert Hall has looked. But he's been under the pressure and now needs to mount some offense. But the question is, can he do that? Or is Travis not going to let him? Look at that as a big strike, and Travis is stunned by it. And another one on a beautiful little sequence there, showing a boxing prowess there from Robert Hall, who's trying to mount a comeback in this match. But now what's Robert Hall thinking? Gets him by the arm here. He's just going to stomp away on the arm. Just trying to wear down the limbs of Travis, and that might be the smart thing to do. He's sensing that Travis has the advantage, just trying to slow him down at this point. And now look at this. Oh, taste of pain. Taste of pain by Robert Hall. And all of a sudden, Robert Hall turning the tide in this match. He had the early control. He lost it again, but now he's picking it back up. And Travis on the back burner after being unable to wrap it up with 2 axe kicks and 2 gut wrench power bombs. Travis must be absolutely shocked right now that Robert Hall is even still standing. Never mind, providing a fight back in this match, and a hook of the leg, and he lands the suplex. And now Travis straight into the cover. He's really had enough of Robert Hall right now. He just wants to wrap this one up. And it's a 2 count. Well, there may have been that mutual respect at the beginning, but I feel like Travis's frustrations are growing with Robert Hall. Robert Hall is really being a nuisance here tonight, ruining his Monday Night Mayhem debut, and now gets him up on the shoulders. Oh wait, Travis able to just wriggle out of that and escape the hold. And now Travis to the top rope again, maybe looking to fly once more. What's he thinking? Shooting star press! Travis pulling every trick he can out of the bag to try and wrap this one up. And now look at this, sidewalk slam down onto the apron. And look at him just staring at Robert Hall. I feel like all the respect he had for him is all gone in a matter of a heartbeat. Straight into the cover of the sidewalk slam. And look at Travis's face. He can't give any more into this fight than he already has. He's put on one hell of a clinic here and showing his entire repertoire of moves just to get the job done. And Robert Hall fighting back harder than he's ever fought before. He knows how important this win could be. And now look at this, Michinoku driver. And straight into the cover. He hooks the leg. Has he stolen it from under Travis's nose? It's a 2 count. And now Robert Hall to the corner. Taking the time to taunt here. And the crowd are behind him. He's put on a very impressive showing here tonight. This is by far the best we've seen Robert Hall perform. And once again, it's going to target the arm. Oh, look at this. Submission applied. Hell's Gate. And we know Travis is invulnerable to the submission. Travis taps. Travis taps and Robert Hall. Robert Hall picks up his first win on the Mayhem roster and ruins Travis's debut here on Monday Night Mayhem. Well, what an upset. After kicking out of 2 axe kicks, 2 gut-wrench power bombs, he went on to apply the Hell's Gate submission hold and manages to pick up the win from under Travis's nose, and Travis is not going to be happy. That is another debut. That's a debut ruined for Travis Cotterrell, and it's by this man who finally picks up his first victory after months of looking for it. Could this finally be the start of the turnaround that Robert Hall needs to progress his career further? A fantastic way to kick off the show, but we've got plenty more action to come. So let's move on down the rest of the card. Well, next up tonight, some tag team action. And the first team down to the ring is a team in desperate need of a bounce back after their loss to the Cotterells on the Mayhem Tag Team Championship Tournament. It's a team that is becoming a fan favourite despite their quite reckless antics. It is the League of Gods, Damas and Black Jesus. A team quite unique, very unique indeed. Of course, Damas been busy as of late promoting his new fragrance, Damas, the fragrance by Damas. And Black Jesus, of course, has been helping Damas achieve his goals for quite some time now. And these two working together, and they're still on the hunt for their first Tag Team Championship opportunity. They missed out by losing in the semi-finals to the Cotterells, which was a bit of a mishap for them. And wasn't one we were expecting after, especially they knocked out up, down in the first round. They really had showed themselves in this tag team tournament. But unfortunately for the League of Gods, they just couldn't get the job done when it mattered. Well, tonight, unfortunately, they are just warm-ups for the Linebacks. But this would be a great opportunity to show what they can really do here tonight. If they can pick up the win against one of the most dominant forces in WIW. We all know them as the Mayhem Tag Team Champions by now. They've held them for long enough. They are the 2-time Mayhem Tag Team Champions, getting ready to prepare for what's going to be a fantastic rematch between the Wolfpack and the Linebacks, and led out by the man on the recovery, Coach Wilson. It is the Mayhem Tag Team Champions, Kazarian Zander and Patrick Green, the Linebacks. One of the most dominant teams in WIW history, 2-time Mayhem Tag Team Champions, only losing it the once. 2 up, down, and managed to cash in on that rematch pretty quickly as well and take their titles back. And those titles have been around their waist for a considerable amount of time now. And of course, they face the Wolfpack again for the second time. They take on the Fight Night Tag Team Champions at Mind Games, and it's going to be one hell of a contest. The first time these two teams met, it was a fantastic encounter, and it ended with Patrick Green spearing for the win against the Wolfpack. This time they've even got Coach Wilson with them, and we all know how much better they are with Coach Wilson at ringside. So to be honest, I'm going to give the edge to the Linebacks. They've beaten them already. They're comfortable and know what to do to beat them. The question is, it's just a matter of whether they can step in there and do that, or are they going to be too relaxed thinking that they have this one in the bag. But the Mayhem Tag Team Champions, they haven't stepped foot in a Mayhem ring for quite some time. The last encounters were on Fight Night, and straight out the gate, eager to get some in-ring action. Of course, with the pay-per-view just on waiting for Sunday, it's going to be one hell of a show, and Xander and Green will be eager to represent their brand. I'd imagine they'll be rocking the red jerseys to represent their Mayhem colors. But we never know. They might be asked to wear special shirts, but then again, you try telling these two what to do. It seems the only man who ever can tell these guys what to do is Coach Wilson. And Coach Wilson, of course, wasn't happy with about how Kazarian Xander and Patrick Green conducted their business as he was removed from action. They've taken a lot of count-out wins, a lot of desperate attempts at stealing victories, especially against teams that they can use to send a message against, particularly when the Dragon Dynasty was still on the show. And now look at this, the Black Jesus strength coming out on display. And Black Jesus and Damas, they're very confident, very cocky people. We know how strong they are. They've shown their strength on several different occasions. Neither of them could quite break out as solo superstars, but together they've really shone, and they've even impressed the advertising campaigns, I guess, because now they have a fragrance. And the League of Gods, they're trying to look now, instead of carry on making money, which they're making a lot of with this Damas campaign, a lot of WIW superstars getting behind the Damas fragrance, they now need to progress further and capitalize on some tag team gold. And I'll tell you what, a win against the tag team champs could go a long way in doing that. But Xander and Green, they need this warm-up. They need to send a message to the Wolfpack, who have shown a crack in the armor. They suffered their first ever tag team defeat in 6-man action. I'm pretty sure, and I may be mistaken, but I think it might be their first defeat in WIW history as a 6-man tag. In a 6-man tag team match, I believe. So, a very, very big loss, and Team Mayhem have got to worry about that, because that's Team Fight Night that took them down. So Mayhem have got to really step up at this pay-per-view, and they'll take all their points they can, because right now, tonight, they're deciding who's even representing their brand, never mind trying to work out an organization system or how to prepare for the team that they have coming. And of course, we don't even know the full extent of some of the teams. Jayden has refused, SDC has refused to announce all his members, trying to give Mayhem a psychological advantage. But of course, now tonight, he's being forced to show the world who his new partner is. And Damas in off the tag for the first time, manages to connect there, got quite a bit of distance on that one. And the Greek god himself exploded onto the scene of WIW, went really well down with the fans. The fans really took a liking to him, which is why he got more and more airtime. The Greek-style Open Challenge, of course, he self-proclaimed undefeated streak, kind of ended at the tag team division, but at the same time, it hasn't exactly been a case of they've been fighting badly or the other team have been fighting better. Sometimes it comes down to, a little bit of cheating as well. It comes down to, realistically, they just can't seem to get that final step. They can beat the tag teams, any tag team on a good day. But the question is just when the title opportunity presents itself, can they step up to the big time? And right now, they haven't been able to do that. They haven't been able to capture a Mayhem Tag Team Championship opportunity. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the first time that they've actually taken on the Linebacks. So if they can pick up a win here against literally the most dominant team on Mayhem, they can probably turn around and say to the GM, do you know what? Look, we've beaten your tag team champions. We deserve a tag team opportunity. So there's no reason at all why they wouldn't do that. And now look at this, just tossing him into the barricade. And now Damas with a Russian leg sweep. Very vicious there. Coach Wilson wisely not going to get himself... Oh! Wilson did get himself involved there. He just hit Damas and the referees just let that happen. And now Patrick Green takes control. And how the hell was referee just let Damas be hit by Coach Wilson? See, that's the good thing about Coach Wilson. And I guess that's why these two giants have such respect for him. Because he just continuously is reckless and dangerous and chaotic. But I tell you what, I guess he must have that military style to keep these two under control. What a crazy old man that Coach Wilson is. He even stepped in the ring 2-on-1 with the Wolfpack, tried to land the first blow, and yeah, that was what resulted in his injuries. Damas was trying to think something big there. Oh, and tried to make the save, Jesus, but he couldn't stop the shoulder tackle from the top rope. The Linebacks been given the control pretty much by Coach Wilson from getting involved, and the referee had no business getting involved apparently. Tag made, and look at this. Kazarian Xander, oh, and a drop kick, which fell into the suplex. Beautiful tag team work there from the Linebacks. The Mayhem Tag Team Champions, they have been for a while, and of course, after this pay-per-view, they will find out who their next opponents are for the Tag Team Championships, whether it'll be Lachlan and AD Nathaniel, or will it be the Team of Justice, or will it be the Culturals? And look at that! Damas with the Greek-style elbow. And now Damas fired up here to the corner in the League of Gods, in a great position here. And Damas going big, high risk. He loves to show off. He loves to put on a show. And it's the best way to do it. Superplex to the outside. And did you see the extra bounce that Kazarian Xander had on that landing? And now Damas, he's not done. Back to the top he goes. Damas looking to fly. What a leg drop. Damas putting on a show for the crowd, and not just by flexing anymore, by putting on a fantastic display against the Mayhem Tag Team Champions. But he has taken some hits now. He might want to consider tagging out. And I can already see this match heading up the ramp. Both the Linebacks and the League of Gods not against winning on count out. They've both done it on different occasions. Although, as of late, the Linebacks, Jesus and Damas have been on the receiving end of that. And now the League of Gods really need to make some tags now. I think Jesus would be the freshest man out of all four of these men. But then again, Damas has get some momentum going. Oh, look at this, Damas. Beautiful submission hold here from Damas. Beautiful work there indeed. And now Damas might be able to make him tap here. He's held him in quite some time, because Arian Xander has managed to find a way out of it. And now Xander, always looking for that menacing DDT, flipped it into a Northern Lights. Might be able to steal the cover. He gets a 2. And Damas is on fire right now. And now Damas to the League of Gods corner. He's going to do it again, maybe. Looking for another outside superplex. Oh, wait, Damas, what's he thinking here? Damas. Oh, what a move! From the top rope, and look at this, Coach Wilson, he's seen enough. He's already hit Damas once, and now getting himself involved again in an argument. And he has to turn around because Kazarian Xander's about to make the tag, and in comes Patrick Green. Oh, and look at that, he went for the clothesline, couldn't connect. And Damas might have actually just set himself up for success here. Tag is made. What have they got in store? Looking for the powerbomb. Connects with the elbow. And Xander is down on the outside as well. And into the cover they go. And what the hell? Did he just kick out at 1? And he couldn't believe it. He has to try again. He kicked out at 1. The best tag team move that Damas and Black Jesus had to offer. And Kazarian Xander just kicked out twice at 1. And now going to just stun him with the running haymaker. Almost saying, you two are no threat to us. Tried to spin him around again, and Jesus trying to fight back, but he's been caught off guard. A 1 count after the League of Gods' best move was hit. Oh, look at that, in a chair. Coach Wilson's seen enough. He's bringing in the chair. He's saying, get out of here, boys. We're not wasting any more time or risking any injury. Of course, the Wolfpack did bring about some minor injuries last time, but it didn't keep him out of action for good. And now into the Linebacks corner. Jesus is in trouble. We know what this is. We haven't seen this in a while. The Linebacks in formation for the blitz. The blitz from Kazarian Xander and Patrick Green and Damas. Is he going to be able to break it up in time? Yes, he is. It's a 2 count. Oh, and Xander did not like that. He was about to go and deal with Damas, but Damas quickly ran onto the retreat. And I think that the Linebacks had that match won there, had it not been for the interruption from Damas. Now Kazarian Xander, mini attitude adjustment. And now Going to make a tag here to Green. Oh no, Damas is tagged in, and he sees that and he tried to stop it. Oh, Damas just fell short there on that spinning forearm, and now might be made to pay the price. Big counter by Damas. And Damas countered again, this time by Xander, but yet finds the clothesline anyway. And another one, no. And a tag in, wisely, to Patrick Green, who meets him with a big boot. Irish whip to the corner. And Jesus is down. Damas is left to his own devices right now. Oh, and a shoulder crashed into the corner. And now picking him up. Oh, Damas says no. He says this isn't how this match is going to go down. And now look at this. Is he submission holding? No. Into the Russian leg sweep. Kind of choking Russian leg sweep there. And into the cover goes Damas. Is he going to be able to steal it? It's a 2 count. Well, I'll tell you what, the crowd are going nuts. And for good reason. What a fantastic tag team encounter this has been. And this isn't even for the tag team championships. Damas and Jesus have put on the show of a lifetime here. This is by far the most impressive they have looked as a tag team, and waited for him to get up because he's meeting him with that combination and dances on him as he lands the vicious combination. And now Damas ready to put this one away. Damas setting him up. Green's in trouble. Greetings from Greece. Greetings from Greece. But look at this. Wilson's distracted him. Wilson with the distraction. Green has a bit of time to recover. Oh, look at this. What's Damas doing? Oh, and Damas went outside. He was about to go and hit Coach Wilson. He was about to fight back. He'd had enough of him. And Coach Wilson got the better of him. Tosses him back in the ring where Green was waiting for him. And Damas might have actually fell for the bait that was sent by Coach Wilson, and now going to be made to pay for it with the massive frog splash in the corner. And now lifting him up. Damas is in trouble here because Patrick Green with the running power slam. Running power slam. And Damas, he's going to tag out, and Green looks like he's going to let him. No hesitation to let Black Jesus come into the ring. Oh, and look at that. A massive shoulder takedown by Black Jesus. And another one. And these are 2 former NFL rookies being taken down with shoulder tackles. They've managed to get him in the corner, though. Damas is down and he might be out. If they can land the blitz now, it might be the call. But well done there by Black Jesus to recognize that. And Kazarian Xander's been taken out the picture. What a move there from Black Jesus. And all of a sudden, the League of Gods in a position to wrap this one up. Oh, look at this, Green. Well, Xander is down and so is Damas. It's between Black Jesus and Patrick Green for the moment. Can one of these two take the advantage and pull away in this match? Black Jesus refusing to give in. There's a running DDT. And with no one in a tag, this has become a one-on-one encounter for the moment. But Coach Wilson is still there and he hasn't been ejected as of yet. The referee hasn't seen anything wrong with him hitting people, throwing them, or anything like that, or just getting himself involved in the match. Countered the kick, but yet Damas provided a counter of his own and a belly-to-belly. And once again, Wilson gets himself involved as Green finds his way back to his feet. But Green is hurt now. He's tired. It's getting harder and harder for him to get back to his feet. And look at this from behind. Oh, look at the height there on that slam. And once again, Coach Wilson to the rescue. And Coach Wilson, I haven't seen him need to get involved this much in a tag team match before. And I tell you what, the Wolfpack must be loving what they're seeing here. The League of Gods showing the Linebacks what's what. And I tell you what, they're risking their potential injuries right now by keeping this fight going, but we know that the Linebacks never, ever give in. Tag made. Oh, and a massive gut punch there by Damas. Oh, and he went for a follow-up punch, couldn't do it. Now Damas back in the ring, in the corner, in trouble as the frog splash splash in the corner connects. The corner splash. And now it's got him on the ropes. What's he thinking? Might be looking for those big knee combination. Yes, he does. To one side and to the other. And now looking to follow through with the classic Russian leg sweep. Beautiful work there from the Greek god Damas. And now picks him up. On the Greek god Damas, should I say. This has been an incredible tag team encounter, but it might be coming to an end very soon. There's the running haymaker by Patrick Green. And now, is he going to go for the power slam again? Or is he going to go for the tag? It looks like he's going for the tag. He has gone for the tag. Back in comes Kazarian Xander. and sees Damas down, might think about go for the cover. No, they know, you know very much when Coach Wilson is there, they don't just settle, they seek to destroy. Damas, he thought about tagging out for a second there. That might have been the smart thing to do, instead decides against it. And he's going to play to the crowd, who are very hyped and excited about this amazing tag team encounter. It's been 50-50 all night. No clear winner has shone out to me as of yet. At any given moment, both of these teams could have walked out the winner. And Kazarian Xander back to his feet there with an elbow to the gut. And we have yet to see him land that spiking DDT that busts open most people. But Damas, once again, looking to land this combination and dances on him before landing a massive uppercut to the jaw. And now Damas, and a low blow there, and the referee. Well, there's no rule against that one, I'll tell you that. But that's going to hurt. And now Damas bringing him back to his feet, looking for a suplex. And connects with sharpness there. And Damas is on a roll here. The League of Gods putting on a show here against the tag team champions. This is what they got to do. They've missed out on an actual tag team title opportunity. Can they capture one by showing up the tag team champs here? Tag made again. In comes Black Jesus. And they're setting up for something big here. What they thinking? Getting them up. And slamming him down. Beautiful tag team work there and straight into the cover. They think that might be enough to put him down. He's taking some hits, Kazarian Xander. And they've got it. The League of Gods win. The League of Gods pick up a huge upset victory over the tag team champions. Well, the League of Gods have looked very, very impressive here tonight. And the Linebacks, clearly some nerves kicking in before the Mind Games pay-per-view. If they're suffering defeats like this, that is not what they want to see. But a big win for the League of Gods here tonight. And the Linebacks, well, I guess it's back to the drawing board to prepare for the pay-per-view. Oh, wait a minute, it looks like David and Steve are here just to laugh at them for their defeat. It's an up, but look at it, Sander and Green, they're not going to back down. Even if they are beaten down, David's down, and so is Steve, and that's what they get for trying to run in on someone else's show. Well, it's a loss for the Linebacks tonight, but the battle was lost, but the war is not over. Who will win the rematch between the Wolfpack and the Linebacks at Mind Games? We'll find out soon, but it's time to move on down the rest of the card. Oh, wait a minute, look at this, backstage. Big Willie, who's in attendance tonight, but Skeens has seen him and he wants to get some words in on him. And maybe a bit more than words. These two exchanging fists backstage. And these two have been feuding for weeks now in preparation for their match at Mind Games. And a lot of Mind Games has been played between the two, but tonight these two colliding in the backstage area. Brad Skeens, the European champion, Big Willie, the television champion. And they can't wait to get their hands on each other. And they can't wait for Mind Games, so they attack here tonight, right now. And we knew that these two had a clear dishatred for each other. Skeens been getting involved in a lot of Big Willie's matches. Big Willie, of course, having to deal with John Cutterer in the background of all this. He hasn't exactly had his mind perfectly set on the European champion. The European champion has been trying for weeks to try and get himself a title match because he wants to prove his strength. But the general manager hasn't seen it that way. But Big Willie, look at that, the strength there with the punches. And you can see how much that's having an impact on Brad Skeens. He is hurt. And now Skeens being dragged around the arena by Big Willie. But he's managed to escape the hold. And Skeens now trying to get his own way here in the backstage and crashes him into the equipment box. And what an interesting encounter this has been between these two backstage. And this is reaching its boiling point. But what's going to happen when these two collide at Mind Games, when they're representing their brand, and these two will go all in on each other to pick up the victory? You can be sure of that. Big Willie, look at this, what's he doing? Just crashing him into the to the thing there, the metal bar thing. I can't even remember what they're called. But look at this. This is escalating out of control here. These two heading towards the car park arena. And these two beating each other down there in a beautiful combination by Brad Skeens. Did you see the security guard in the background run? That's just saying something, isn't it? You don't want to get in the way of these two. Two people who have proven their dominance on several occasions. Colliding here in the backstage arena. And Big Willie says, you don't tell me where to go, I'll tell you where to go. And now look at this. Picking him up. Just going to slam him down. Oh! He landed on the pole! He landed on the pole! Ouch! Added impact. That's going to leave a mark. And now look at this. Tossing him into the other wall. And Big Willie having his own way right now. And this is the problem that Skeens is going to have. He has the clear power disadvantage. There's not many men that can keep Big Willie down. Only 3 people in history have actually ever done it. Never mind, can Skeens do it? Skeens going for a super kick. And that backfired. Met with another spinning back fist. And the shots are flying right now. Big counter though. Oh, and picked up and slammed down. And these two fighting out of control right now here. And they're just trying to get the edge on each other, and you can't blame them. They know the other is a champion, and it's going to be a hell of a fight at the pay-per-view, no matter which way. Oh, no, hold on a minute. Big Willie sending the warning. Running powerbomb. He landed on the microphone there. And Big Willie sends a message to Brad Skeens here tonight. Well, after the chaos has broken out backstage, it's been one chaotic night so far, but this is the big one for Mayhem. This is a very, very important match. This is the 4v4 tag team matchup. The winning team will represent Team Mayhem at the Mind Games pay-per-view and what will be the 4v4 matchup. And it's going to be the exact same rules as what the pay-per-view will offer to the match. It will be 4-on-4 and it will be elimination style. Normal rules apply. And here comes Jayden, leading the team of his own down to the ring. And this, if you haven't been following how this all started, let me get you up to date. Jayden, after losing losing the rematch clause to Aaron Albright, the current WIW champion, he said he doesn't feel that he deserves to not be fighting Albright anymore. He said he deserves to be fighting for the title as a 2-time world champion. General manager said to him, fine, if you want that, find a way onto Team Mayhem. He found a way onto Team Mayhem under the encouragement of SDC, and then SDC lost his trust after the Mayhem versus Fight Night first initial collision in the tag team matchup between KO Oxley, Carter James, and SDC and Jayden. And Jayden was pinned, and SDC did not come to his rescue, and Jayden was not very happy about it, and he said to him that he would be very happy to take over as captain. And that's when this match was issued, and they called out this challenge for this 4v4 tag team match. 2 teams, Team Jayden and Team SDC, and only one of them will represent Mayhem at Mind Games. Meanwhile, the Fight Night team have been working together for the last couple of weeks now. They're fully prepared. They're fully ready. We know that the winning team, of course, will face KO Oxley, Carter James, Max Danger, and SaLgames. That's a strong team that Fight Night have sent out, which is why one of these 2 teams needs to send out a strong team of their own. But Jayden has bring down his next 2 members, a team who have worked together for weeks now, and they have become quite a strong force. And after Mind Games, of course, they have themselves a #1 contendership opportunity for the Mayhem Tag Team titles. And they must have seen the Linebacks loss earlier tonight and sensed the weaknesses there. Can this team work together to capture the title? They are the team, of course, of AD Nathaniel and Lachlan, better known as Justice. Of course, as the name implies, they seek one goal, and that is justice, but they have their own unique brand of justice. And tonight, they are here representing the Fight Night team, trying to capture an opportunity at the Tag Team Championships, potentially, because they already have a #1 contendership match, so it's unclear what the goal is for Lachlan and AD Nathaniel. We'll have to see later down the line. Maybe they want to keep something in reserve. I don't know. But their final partner makes his way down to the ring tonight. A man who announced his presence on the team by beating down his rival for a few weeks now, in James Rowley, who was announced last week to join the SDC team. And here comes the All Heart himself, ready to throw down tonight. Chewing on something there. He's got gum in his mouth or something. And Alan Hart, we've seen as the last couple of weeks, He's not willing to let people jump the queue and take the opportunities from him. And this is a big opportunity. If he represents Mayhem and wins against Fight Night, he's got himself a title opportunity. And he may not have started his career strong, but he's been making massive, massive strides to stand out now. And tonight he joins Team Jayden on the hunt to become the Team Mayhem's official team for the Mind Games pay-per-view. A big night for Alan Hart. By far one of the biggest nights of his career to date. Well, that's all of Team Jayden. And now it's time to bring out Team SDC. The team that originally started it all, of course. It was Jayden who was the first official member of Team Mayhem, behind SDC, the team captain, who makes his way down to the ring, of course, earned his captaincy opportunity in an 8-man battle royal, but then, after being accused of being a terrible captain by Jayden, was willing to put it on the line here tonight. And this is a risky move because this is a title opportunity he's willing to throw down the drain. This is a big, big fight because if he loses, that's it. He has a chance of leading a team to glory and potentially capturing a title opportunity. But tonight, that could all go away here if he is to lose this match. Well, of course, currently he is the Mayhem team captain. That could all change tonight. But the question is, has he prepared his team for the task at hand? And also, has he prepared them for the task that comes at Mind Games if they make it? It's going to be one hell of a contest here tonight, and SDC seems confident. And of course, he has one man to announce, and he's going to be here tonight in attendance for this match. But let's bring down the two men now that we actually do know are participating. And it's been a strong team he's developed, that is for sure. And it's just a matter now of bringing him down here to see what they can finally do. This match has been building for weeks. The anticipation for this match has been real. And none more so than Jax Wolf, who has been representing the brand now for a couple of weeks. Came up with just a short loss just a few weeks ago to Max Danger, which was unfortunate. But Jax Wolf earned this opportunity by winning a Fatal 4-Way elimination match to get onto Team Mayhem. And I tell you what, that's exactly the kind of person you want there. He's been on WIW for a while. He was there in the trial era. He's seen everything and he's experienced everything as well. So now the question is, for SDC, is Jax Wolf going to be able to live up to the occasion? And with Jax Wolf hungry for title opportunities and for title gold, it'll be the wise thing for him tonight to work with his team and work with them well to get there. We know that Jax Wolf hasn't been great in multi-man matches in the past, although that big Fatal 4-Way victory is what got him here. But the question is, can he step up for his team tonight? And Jax Wolf, of course, been working with Jayden, working with SDC for the last couple of weeks, and Jayden's made him pay for that, has to be said. So tonight I'm sure he'll be eager and hungry for some revenge if he can get it. Next man down to the ring, the man who was announced last week on the team and was confirmed in a match against AD Nathaniel before interrupted by the all-heart Alan Hart. It is James Rowley, the Road to Glory winner, currently undefeated on the main roster. And tonight, looking to continue that trend. And if he does, it will confirm his team going to represent Mayhem at Mind Games. This is by far the biggest match of this man's career to date. And of course, unless you want to count the Road to Glory tournament, which could have been, I guess that's up to perspective. But anyway, James Rowley, tonight, with a tough task. He has to represent, he has to step up for his team and really show what he can do, this rookie, and show what he is made of. And SDC, and I think he's made a very, very valuable pick there. But the question is, that's all we know. Those are the 7 men we know. But the question is, who is the 8th man? Who did SDC choose to be the 4th member of his team? Who did SDC choose? The crowd eagerly waiting, and so am I. Oh my! No way! The music's hit, but surely it can't be him. I thought he was injured. Well, he was announced injured weeks ago following his European Championship match defeat to Brad Skeens. But he has returned. He is here. Mason Foster. is the 4th man of Team Mayhem. I can't believe it. What an incredible day to return. And what a big match to return on. Mason Foster has returned to the Mayhem brand. And he's representing Team SDC in this one. The former European champion. The first man ever to participate in a fatality match. What a pick from SDC. And he picked this weeks ago. So I'm guessing Jayden must have known about this pick. Or unless SDC kept it as a secret from everybody. But Mason Foster, he's here. He's back in the ring and he's ready to fight for SDC. And ready to fight to represent Mayhem. One of the biggest faces in the company. The crowd love him. The fans adore him. The people in the backstage love him. But now it's time for him to step up for his brand. The two King Captains start this one off. And I can't wait for this one to get underway. Traditional elimination tag match rules. It is countouts and disqualifications that do occur. And of course, once you are eliminated from the match, you are out. You can no longer have any participation in this match. You must leave immediately. Last team standing will represent Mayhem and will go on to take on the team of KO Oxley, Carter James, Max Danger, and SaLgames in the Mind Games pay-per-view. Which was supposed to be, of course, the main event. Of course, that's changed now. Now the main event going to be that massive double title match. And we're going to hear from King Sam right after tonight's show. And of course, they didn't even main event tonight because the Mayhem versus Fight Night matches, as the general manager said at the beginning of the month, would main event the whole show. So tonight there will be another Mayhem and Fight Night Classic. And hopefully Mayhem can pick up another new superstar to the roster. And into Team SDC's corner. SDC might make the first tag of the match. He does. And in comes Jax Wolf. And SDC wisely tagging in Jax Wolf first. He knows he can trust Jax Wolf. And I'm sure he's had Mason Foster and Jax Wolf in reserve for quite some time. James Rowley, the only new, really official member. Oh, look at this. I'm looking for a middle rope Phoenix Splash. And if you guys are receiving frames, don't worry, so am I. First tag here for Team Jayden. And in comes AD Nathaniel, who, of course, lost on disqualification last week because of Alan Hart. But I don't think he minded it because it wasn't really much on the line. And, of course, he wanted to get some leverage on the team that he's facing here tonight. And, of course, Lachlan and AD Nathaniel, the team of Justice, who have managed to burst on the scenes due to this new Mayhem Tag Team Championship tournament. They've made it to the finals, and after the pay-per-view, they will find out whether or not they're going to face the Linebacks for the Tag Team Championships. And what a move there by Jax Wolf there with the bangarang. And Jax Wolf not wasting any time here tonight to bring in the big guns and the big moves. There's the GTS, and following it through with a punt kick as well. And AD Nathaniel on the back foot here. Already Jax Wolf in control. And now Jax Wolf, look at this. Cross leg suplex. Beautiful work there. Jax Wolf on fire at the gate. And AD Nathaniel struggling. And maybe, I don't know. The mastermind, of course, Jayden, we know he has a plan. Always does. So maybe he has something in store for tonight. Or maybe he's saving all his mastermind brain schemes for Fight Night. Because he seems very confident that he'll walk out the winner in this team. And I tell you what, he's definitely made himself a team that are very aggressive team. Very, eager to do whatever is 100% necessary. Where SDC's built himself quite a family-friendly team, I'd say. But, of course, we know that they can get the job done. They don't need to go to the extent of by every means necessary. Look at Jax Wolf. Oh, was looking for the belly-to-back suplex. Couldn't connect. And now look at this. AD Nathaniel trying to turn the tide. He stomps him down in the corner. And now AD Nathaniel just going to... Oh, crash the leg down onto the apron. And just like that, a couple of quick tags between Lachlan and AD Nathaniel. Getting them in control here with the sidewalk slam. And we figured that Lachlan and AD Nathaniel will make those quick hot tags. These two have been working great together as a team. And it's always good to have someone in there that's your tag team partner. Because you know how they work. You know how they work together. And you know how they operate. And look at this. Some more tag team action from Justice. And in comes Lachlan again in a double shoulder tackle. And Jax Wolf needs to make a tag now. He's on the back burner. And of course, you don't want to be the team with the first elimination. That could be costly. As much as everybody in this team is, of course, of equal strength and ability, You don't want to be down a man. That could be costly later in the match. And now Jax Wolf, look at that, an amazing suplex. Kind of choking him on the way through, and he wisely makes a tag out. Or no, decided against it. He decided against it. Maybe couldn't decide who he was going to tag in, but he doesn't make a tag. And Lachlan wisely sends him away from his corner and into his. But Jax Wolf escapes his hold. And now can Jax Wolf advance? He had control for a while and now has lost it again. But now look at this, gets him up on the shoulders. Jax Wolf, looking for it. Pop-up cutter. Vintage Jax Wolf. But look at this, Lachlan. Lachlan just gets up. Just shakes it off. And now look at this, double underhook. Looking for the gutbuster. Oh, and Mason Foster would be proud of that one. I mean, Liam Connors, I would have said. My bad. I knew I messed that up. And Jax Wolf, I think, was stunned there that the pop-up cutter didn't work. But now trying to move on in this match, take the advantage, take the control. Both teams will be eager to get that first elimination, and they're trying hard to do so. And so far in Team Jayden, Alan Hart, the only man not to come in. And of SDC's team, SDC and Jax Wolf, the only men to come in. And now look at this. He's going to try it one more time. Oh, look at that. Was trying to set up for the pop-up cutter. But what a counter by Jayden. By Lachlan, sorry. Excuse me. And now Lachlan. Irish whip to the corner. And now look at this. And now what's he thinking? Oh, look at this. Going for the big move. Going for it. And now look at this. Outside superplex. And Lachlan's just going to wisely, Aiden Nathaniel going to wisely pick him up and toss him out. Oh, look at this. This is not where he wants to be. Out on the outside, and Jayden and Aiden Nathaniel have pounced on him like a panther. And look at this. Lachlan doesn't even need to get himself involved. The referee's count is rising. They might be able to pick up the elimination here on count out. And you know what? Lachlan would be wise to just go in the ring and leave him alone, to be honest. But look at this. This is just a mugging on the outside. All three of them just beating him down. He's kind of pinned in a corner, got nowhere to go. And crashed into the turnbuckle. And now Jayden, look at this. At the count of 6 with a submission hold on the outside to waste a bit more time. SDC and his team are not really helping the situation. But Jayden's going to toss him back in the ring. He wants this done by pinfall maybe. Oh, but look at this. That might have been a mistake. Ooh. Tried to tag in James Rowley and couldn't get the job done. And now Lachlan tried to spin him around. Couldn't do it. Jax Wolf, despite the mugging on the outside that was, continues to fight on strong. There's one suplex. There's another. And we know Jax Wolf, he'll spin him around for maybe one more. Can he do it? Yes, he can. The triple suplex combination. And now can tag out, and he needed to as well. And in comes James Rowley, the Road to Glory tournament winner. Now looking to show his stuff. Oh, and there's the stomp to the gut. And now looking at going to the middle rope. Looking to fly. Oh, well saved there by Jayden. And stops Lachlan from being crashed on. What a match this has been so far. Still waiting for the arrival of two men. That's Alan Hart and Mason Foster. Of course, we know Alan Hart and James Rowley were developing quite a rivalry between each other. And maybe at the first Mayhem exclusive pay-per-view, these two will collide. That'll be an interesting turn of events. Oh, but look at that big punch to the gut by Lachlan, who needs to fight him off now if he can, and he does. And he crashes his head on the turnbuckle there with that spine buster. And he's going to make a tag. Oh, and I think he might have gone for Alan Hart there if he was paying attention, but Jayden comes in. And quite a glowing discrepancy between these two. Only his first month in the business here, James Rowley. Whereas for Jayden, he has been a two-time world champion. He's been here since coming out of the trial era. He's a strong fighter, and we know what he's capable of. Whereas James Rowley, very unpredictable. That is definitely to be said. And we know he's capable of some brilliant moments as well. And now look at this. Just trying to advance forward. No, is unable to do so. And now look at this. Jayden. Oh! Trying to run at him. Maybe try and roll him up to that knee bar. We know he can finish it off with the knee bar. He won his first world title on the knee bar. So we know he's capable of it. Jayden in SDC. Team SDC looking forward to this because James Rowley setting him up. Looking for it. 619. Following through. And there's the splash. And Rowley has got the team captain of Mayhem, of Team Jayden, in trouble. But Jayden finds a counter. Now needs to mount some offense. But Rowley once again with a counter of his own. Try to set him up maybe for a superplex. Counter again. And now looking for the superplex. Another counter. by James Rowley, who now Irish whip to his team's corner. And now look at this! In his team's corner. And the referee prevents Justice from getting in the ring. And he's going to stomp him down and make the tag. And now Jax Wolf is in. And they're taking turns to stomp him down right now. And James Rowley's loving it. Look at him dancing around there, shaking his hips. The Unicorn Stampede. You haven't seen this for a long time. Even Up, Up, Down, Down haven't done this one in a while. And James Rowley helps just beat down the team captain, Jayden, in his corner. And there's the drop kick to finish it up. And that could be it. That could be the first elimination right there. Could this be it for Jayden? No, AD Nathaniel makes the save. And Jax Wolf going to try and go for AD Nathaniel. Beats him down. But the tag was made and I didn't see that. In comes Alan Hart, who's trying to get the jump on his former enemy. Well, his current enemy, I guess. James Rowley, who just kind of shows off against him there. Just trying to run him over. But look at that drop kick to the knee. And they all are Alan Hart in his biggest match of his career to date. This is such an important encounter for him. Such a tough battle. And of course against James Rowley, who we haven't actually seen collide in the ring properly yet. We'll be interested to see how it goes. And SDC begging for the tag. He wants to get in there. Jax Wolf is down on the outside. Jayden's going to be down and he might be out for quite some time. He took a beating there. This match might have to be run now by Alan Hart and Justice. And we're in search of that first elimination. It's been a fantastic tag team encounter. We've got one more tag team match to go after this, of course. It is Tornado Tag, but it is a tag team match nonetheless, and it'll be the Mayhem versus Fight Night match for the main event. And now look at this, setting him up, Tree of Woe. Foster and SDC just going to get out the way. Foster's been very quiet in this match, hasn't really done anything, just kind of waiting for his moment to strike. And remember, he is SDC's secret weapon, so maybe they are trying to keep him that way by trying to limit his actions in this matchup. The crowd are loving this, and so am I. This has been a fantastic encounter, and we're still waiting for that first elimination. And everyone has been tagged in now, except for Mason Foster. SDC comes back in there and hit with the Northern Light suplex from Alan Hart. And I'll tell you what a big elimination that would be if Alan Hart could pick up the elimination on SDC. And he's going to go for it here. Is SDC eliminated? No, it's a 2 count. And the Alan Hart, fighting hard for his team and doing whatever it takes to pick up the win. The eye rake, and he weren't expecting this when he turned around. Look at this. Looking for the sharpshooter. Connects with the sharpshooter. And the referee just making sure that he taps. If he does, and oh my god, he's got him. Alan Hart's eliminated SDC. SDC taps out. And now we have the first elimination. Oh, look at this. Trying to set him up again for the pop-up cutter, but didn't connect. Alan Hart, probably with the biggest milestone of his career to date, just eliminated SDC. Unbelievable scenes. SDC, the team captain, has just been eliminated. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that at all. Look at this. Jax Wolf now trying to fight back. They've lost a man. They've lost a big man in their team captain. They now need to fight on here. Foster, Wolf, and Rowley. They need to show up. They need to stand out. And look at this. Oh, the stare down between the two. But then it's Jax Wolf to the save of James Rowley. And now things are getting interesting. The first elimination is Kern, and Jayden will be very happy with that. SDC already eliminated. Dormus, the new fragrance by Dormus. He'd be big if he could pick up a second. He's really doing well representing his team right now. And look at this Rowley. What's Rowley thinking here? Oh! What a move! And I haven't seen that one before. Not on this show. And James Rowley doing whatever it takes to get the elimination. Now desperately needs to make a tag. And he does! And here he comes for the first time! Here comes Mason Foster! Back from injury! Well, the question is, how healthy is he? Is he really back? Is he fully healthy and ready to compete? Or has he done exactly what he did when he cashed in his title rematch into the cover? Has he picked up the elimination already? That would have been impressive, but it's a 2 count. Just trying to get this done, wrap it up. If he can, Mason Foster. We know he's capable of getting it done. In the ring, we've seen him. He's a former European champion. And now Alan Hart trying to eliminate him already. We know he has weakened injuries, particularly in the lower body region. And now the sharpshooter applied. He's in trouble here as Alan Hart picked up his 2nd elimination. This could be tragic for Mason Foster, the Welshman, if he taps. Oh, but wait a minute, look at this. What impressive counter that is. Very well escaped there. And these two colliding for the very first time. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the first time that SDC, that Jayden, Mason Foster has actually faced any of these men. I might be mistaken on that front, but I believe so. Actually, he might have faced Nathaniel. I'm not 100% sure. But Mason Foster, still with a little bit of ring rust. He spent a couple of weeks out of action now, and he still might not be 100% healthy. But we know Mason Foster, that won't stop him. But it does lead to his downfall at times. It led to him losing his European Championship rematch to Brad Skeens in a matter of a few minutes because he just refused to give up, and he just chose to keep fighting. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But Foster looking okay here. Straight out the gate, he looked a bit hesitant there with the sharpshooter that nearly got him out of this one already. But Alan Hart has looked impressive as hell in this matchup. And now look at this. Fisherman suplex. And Alan Hart's been absolutely amazing, but wisely taps out. You can see him holding his head here, and in comes one half of Justice. Oh, no. Decided to let Jayden do this. Jayden saying he wants in. And Jayden, he sees that the legs have been weakened there by the sharpshooter and might be able to go for the rolling knee bar. And I'm sure if he'd locked that in, that might get the job done. Oh, look at that. Was looking for the tag there, potentially Foster. Sees maybe a mismatch, I guess. I don't know. These are two former champions, and the referee got in the way there of that. Oh, dear. No way. Looking for another outside superplex. And Foster taking all the big hits here as he comes in. Look out below. Boom. Big connection on the superplex to the outside. And look at this. Justice and Alan Hart straight away pounced to the outside. But Jayden got this one on lock. Look at that. Oh, and beautiful acrobatics there into the body splash. And now Jayden on the outside. What's he thinking? Looking for a brainbuster. Oh, right on the metal ring ramp thing. And now look at this. Oh, and beating him down. And this might be the smart thing to do. Beat him down on the outside. Either bring him back in the ring or go for the count-out win. We know that Jayden's done both in the past. He won his first world title opportunity by winning a beat the clock challenge in 2 minutes through the elimination. The referee with the count of 7, and Jayden's going to play to the crowd. He senses the control. But Mason Foster, he's tagged out. And I don't think Jayden even noticed. Yeah, look, he was still going for Foster, thinking he's the legal man. But James Rowley is in. James Rowley is in. And what can Rowley do here? To the opposite side of the ropes. Trying to provide this fight back for his team if he can. James Rowley looking to fly, and there's a knee across the jaw. And we've seen that wrap up the match before as the other team captain now been eliminated. Into the cover. Is Alan Hart going to be able to get there? He does. And he takes the referee out to stop it. And that might have been it there for Jayden. But Jayden is saved by the All-Hart, who has by far been the MVP of this match. He's been absolutely impressive. And now Jayden with an arm drag. And both teams fighting their absolute hardest. And now look at this. In trouble here. Looking for a brainbuster. Connects in the middle of the ring. And wisely tags out. He knows that he was about to be eliminated there if it hadn't been for the save from Alan Hart. And that's what I was saying about Lachlan, AD Nathaniel, and Alan Hart. They're 4 people who are willing to do whatever it takes. Right now, Jax Wolf is on the only person eligible to be tagged. Foster's down and he might be out from the outside. He's taking some big hits. The sharpshooter, the outside superplex. He's taking the big hits here. And now look at this. James Rowley trying to provide a fight back for his team. And now on the opposite side of the ropes. Looking to fly. Oh, and had to get onto the other side there before Alan Hart and Lachlan, and AD Nathaniel, sorry, ripped him down. What an impressive display it's been from all these men. But yet no one can get the job done as of yet. Back in comes Foster. And a spiking big boot. And the referee prevents all of Team Jayden from getting in there. They all tried to get in. And now Mason Foster dragging Lachlan to the middle of the ring. What's he got in store? Look at this. Oh, just crashing the knee down on the mat. These guys fighting their hardest. It's been a long encounter, but we figured it would be. But this is a teaser. This is exactly what we're going to expect at Mind Games, if not a tougher fight, because they're all going to put everything on the line. Tonight, you feel these teams might hold back a little bit because they do need to keep themselves relatively fresh for Mind Games. But we've seen in the past that these guys don't have an off switch, so it could not work out that it might not work out that way. And here comes Mason Foster on the prowl. He's doing very well here, despite taking the big hits he's taken. This is a big match for him to see if he really is back to 100%. But he hasn't really been mounting much offense, just quite a bit of defense. Back in comes Jayden, who sees Foster crawling, but he manages to get the tag. In comes Jax Wolf. Jax Wolf with a clothesline, and every time Jayden gets in, a hot tag's been made, and he's on the back pedal straight away. And Jax Wolf has got the team captain in trouble here. Irish whip to the corner. And now look at this, Jax Wolf. We know what this is. We've seen him do this a number of times. Rolling thunder to the team captain, Jayden. And now into the cover goes Jayden. Can he get the job done? Is Jayden eliminated? No, it's a 2. I meant Jax Wolf when I said Jayden. And as Jax Wolf found out, Jayden is a hard man to keep down, but he has kept him down in the past. He's beaten him one-on-one. But it has been vice versa as well. Jayden has beaten most people at least once, but it always takes that brief period of facing them for the first time to really figure out how to beat them. And that was definitely the case with Aaron Albright. It was also the case really with Rage from when he was on the roster. And now look at this, up on the shoulders. Jayden looking for a GTS, and we saw Jax Wolf do this early in the match. And now Jayden's going to connect with one of his own. And now Jayden to his team's corner, might make a tag. Nope, going to play to the crowd, even though he knows the crowd ain't on his side. But now look at this. We saw it on one end, and now we're going to see it on the other. Getting a little payback for what happened on the other side. Look at this. The teamwork with Lachlan and Jayden here. Hart and Nathaniel not getting themselves involved, and fair enough. But look at this, the teamwork here on Team Jayden. There's the drop kick to follow through. Unicorn stampede from both teams. And Jayden straight into the cover. Is he going to get the job done? As Jax Wolf been eliminated, it's only a 2. And that should have been it. That could have, should have been it. Lachlan kept the rest of his team down to make sure that they didn't get involved. And Jayden just standing outside for a moment. Just trying to figure out what he's got to do to pick up elimination number 2. Remember, they already have the lead through Alan Hart's elimination of SDC team captain SDC. Oh, look at this. Beautiful counter, gets behind, ducking the clothesline. There's the suplex. And now looking for a German. Connects. And now we know what's next. Spins him around for one more. There it is. Suplex. The triple suplex combination. And providing the fight back for his team. James Rowley down on the outside, but it could be Lachlan who's down for out for the count if this connects. Getting him up on the shoulders. Oh no, was looking for that pop-up cutter, which would have been great, but he couldn't get it done. And now Lachlan with the counter. And Lachlan to his team's corner. And might go for it. We figured he might. We thought we'd see this. The judge and jury now with the Executioner. The Executioner from Justice. And into the cover. And out goes Jax Wolf. And that's 2 men from SDC down. We're down to Mason Foster and James Rowley. And the Executioner hit there by Justice. And sending a warning to, of course, the Cotterrells, who will be ready to face for their number 1 contendership tag team championship match after the Mind Games pay-per-view. But this is exactly what Jayden wanted. This is exactly what Jayden needed. And Jayden has the lead. Oh, but look at this, the sweep of the leg. And just going to dance over him again. And Rowley, a confident fighter. And even though he's down for 2 men, and he's up a 4-on-2 handicap at this point, he's still willing to fight on and fight back as hard as he physically can. And look at this, a series of punches and kicks. And he's got to work with Foster here. These two need to work together, keep each other fresh to stay in this matchup. SDC and Jax Wolf, the first two members of Team SDC, eliminated. And now they might be facing elimination themselves if they can't mount some offense. It's 4-on-2. This is a terrible situation to be in, but Jayden is loving it. So is Alan Hart. He's loving this. And I bet Alan Hart would love to come in here and pick up the elimination on Rowley. You just see Jax Wolf leaving the arena on his corner. He had to go. He was eliminated. He did all he could. He put on a hard fight, but couldn't get the job done. The executioner did enough to take him down. Now Rowley brings him back to his feet. Rowley refusing to give in. Look at this. Oh, he's going to dance on him here, taking the mick before landing the big knee. Is he going to follow through with something? Oh, he's going to dance on him again. Loves to put on a show here. The party boy himself with a beautiful combination there. And now picks him up to the corner. What's he thinking? Big counter by Nathaniel. Now can Nathaniel mount some offense? Yes, he can, running Bulldog. Oh, and look at this, trying to make the tag to Foster as he flipped around, couldn't do it. We still got one more match to go after this. This is going to be quite the long show, folks. And James Rowley takes him down. Oh, but look at Nathaniel, another counter. Refusing to give in. Team Jayden with the control, with the advantage. Everything going in their favor right now. And look at this, Nathaniel deciding to make the tag. He does. In comes Jayden, but on the tag as well. In comes Mason Foster. And Mason Foster flies in with a DDT. That's the way to get it done. Mason Foster now literally by himself. No one to tag, so he's got to get the job done for the moment by himself. Falcon Arrow, and he's doing a good job of it. Jayden has taken a lot of the hits, though. He is weak, and he might be able to get him here. Mason Foster, and he's setting up for it. Look at this. Can he connect with this kick? Spinning heel kick. And Lachlan must have flashbacks to that. Oh, he faced Lachlan before. Yeah, I thought I said that. And Lachlan must have flashbacks to the first ever fatality match when he was knocked out with that spinning heel kick. But Jayden's managed to shrug it off relatively easily there. And Foster now setting up for his big move. Looking for it. I went for the DDT, but no. It was countered. It was countered by Jayden. And that's not what Foster needed. And now Foster into the submission. Foster's in trouble as the submission is applied by Jayden. We know he's a bit of a submission specialist. Can he get the submission near and eliminate? No, he can't. No, he can't. Oh, and a big counter there by Mason Foster. He manages to get out of harm's way. And Foster went for the DDT. He went to land it. And he's seen him win the European Championship with it before, but he hasn't got the job done here tonight. What's Jayden thinking here? Jayden hooks the arm around him. Oh! Look at that! Superplex! And into the cover. In slow motion, it would seem. And an elimination maybe for Mason Foster. No, he kicks! Mason Foster kicks out, and Jayden. What an amazing move here. And he must have this in the bag by now. It's 4-on-2. Both Jayden and Rowley are badly hurt. It's just going to be surely a matter of time now. And this is not what SDC is going to want to see. SDC bet his captaincy on the line on this match. And not only was he the first eliminated, but he's now down 4-2. And now look at this. Beautiful move there by Mason Foster. Trying to provide a fight back for his team somehow, some way. I'll tell you what a win it would be if these two could do it by themselves. Mason Foster is a former European champion, the only champion on his team, other than maybe the Road to Glory championship that Rowley won. And speaking of Rowley, might be able to land the big knee now. This might be the turning point. He might actually pick up an elimination here. Aiding Nathaniel in trouble. The knee. And into the cover. Is Alan Hart going to get there? No, Mason Foster's going to stop him. No, he isn't. Lachlan saves the match and saves AD Nathaniel, his tag partner. And he gets taken out the ring there with the stunner. But Rowley going to take the time to taunt. How can he be so confident when this match has gone so far south for him so far? Now look at this, begging him back to the feet. Looking for the knee again. He could be in trouble here if he connects. A second time, no, he skips. He escapes. AD Nathaniel dodges the knee. And that's what he needed. And that's not what Rowley needed. If he connected a second time, that must have surely been it, especially with Lachlan down on the outside. There's a massive uppercut. Now going to stomp away on the chest. He's providing a great fight here, James Rowley. He's looked impressive when he is in. as is Mason Foster at times. Couldn't quite connect with the DDT. Managed to hit the spinning heel kick. Just didn't do the job. Oh, and look at the eyes of Nathaniel. He was worried about that, but spins him around. That's not where he wants to be. Manages to get behind himself, though, Rowley. And now a rake to the back. And now look at this. To the corner. And we've got a pay-per-view caliber show here. And a pay-per-view caliber match here tonight on the final Mayhem before Mind Games. We will see another 4-on-4 elimination match at the pay-per-view. And I'll tell you what, Fight Night must be loving this. Because look at the state of all of these men. Because now they have the advantage as well. But look at this, Rowley. What's Rowley going to do? Oh, God. What the hell? He got up there and then just fell back down. And now look at this. He's going for the submission. This could be the way to do it. There it is. There's the submission hold. He sweeps the leg. And now Nathaniel's in trouble. Is it the first elimination? For Team Jayden it is. 18 Nathaniel taps. And it's one. Finally, Team SDC are on the board. 1 elimination to 2. And Rowley eliminates AD Nathaniel after an impressive showing from AD Nathaniel that it has been so far. And Rowley, recognizing he needs to sit out for the moment, in comes Foster. It's now 4-on-3. And SDC must have loved seeing that. At least it wasn't a clean sweep. And now Lachlan. Oh, Lachlan and Mason Foster. We've seen this rivalry before. Of course, Mason Foster did everything he could in his power to try and stop the reign of tyranny that Lachlan had in his debut. Just beating random people up backstage and during their matches and really just being a nuisance to everybody in the locker room. And that landed in a match at Fatality, the first ever Fatality match. And it ended with Mason Foster winning on a spinning heel kick. Oh, no, look at that. Beautiful aerial move there by Jayden. He's going to go straight into the cover on it as he picked up the elimination of Mason Foster. Yes, he has! And clearly, Mason Foster was not 100%. And now he's gone with the springboard Phoenix Splash. Well, we've seen him do it from the top rope, but now Jayden landing it off the springboard. And I wasn't sure if he got all of that. That's why I was pretty surprised at that elimination. But now this might be it. Jayden comes in a matter of 30 seconds, might pick up 2 eliminations. The rolling knee bar, and it's over. Oh my God, what an impressive last stint from Jayden. Team Jayden wins. Team Jayden wins. And only losing 1 man in the process, and that was AD Nathaniel. But Jayden picks up 2 eliminations. Alan Hart picked up 1. And Lachlan and AD Nathaniel picked up the other. With their team, of course, the execution of the team move that they have. Well, SDC, he's got to be disappointed. Not only the first man eliminated, but now has lost his captaincy rights to the team of Justice, Alan Hart, and your new Mayhem team captain, Jayden. Well, we still got 1 more match to go tonight. But what an impressive victory it was from these 4 men. They had to give a lot to win it, though. But the question is, can this team go on to beat the Fight Night team at the Mind Games pay-per-view in another Fatal 4-Way 8-man elimination tag match? It's going to be hard to do, but what an impressive display from all 4 of these men. And it's time to move on to tonight's main event. Well, what a night it has been. It has been a night for upsets. And I feel like that Team Jayden victory might just be the biggest upset of all. But you know what? They earned it thoroughly. That has to be said. And to be honest, I'm proud that they're going to represent Team Mayhem after the performance they just put on. Just prove that they're ready for it. But tonight's main event is another Mayhem vs. Fight Night contest. And Estrella Chico requested some in-ring action in preparation for his Mind Games pay-per-view match, of course, for the Cruiserweight Championship. And he's going to get a chance to see them all tonight. Because tonight's main event is a Tornado Tag Team matchup between Estrella Chico and Oliver Regem. And they will be going up against Jake Griffiths and Daniel Robertson. All 4 men who will be competing for the first ever Cruiserweight Championship match at Mind Games will now face each other tonight. But tonight, Regem and Chico will be working together to take on the Fight Night people. And of course, remember the winning brand will get a new addition to their roster. And this is the first, mistake me if I'm wrong, the first 2-on-2 Tornado tag match for quite some time. So Oliver Regem, and after his second attempt at getting himself into the Cruiserweight Championship match, gets his way down to the ring. And he's not the only one in this matchup who managed to cash in on a second opportunity. But the question is, can Regem finally do it? This is the first time he's actually made it to the championship match. So can he do it? Can Oliver Regem finally capture what he's been waiting for the whole time and capture the Cruiserweight Championship? Well, he didn't obviously specifically want the Cruiserweight Championship, but a title would have been nice, and that's exactly what he's got tonight. And making his way down to the ring, Daniel Robertson, who made some big strides on his debut, beating Bruiser Brad and stuff, and then, of course, went on to do it again at the pay-per-view, but since then got beaten down in a tag team match by the Blood Brothers, as they are now known, Bruiser Brad and Big Boss. Tonight, Daniel Robertson teams with someone who kind of turned his back on everybody as of late, Jake Griffiths. And he's been asking for some main event time, and he thinks he deserves the main event scene, and tonight he gets to prove it in tonight's main event. And Daniel Robertson was the second man to qualify for the Cruiserweight Championship matchup, and he only needed one attempt to do it, whereas his partner tonight, Jake Griffiths, needed 2 attempts to do it, but so did Regem. So that's not to say that he doesn't deserve the opportunity. He managed to cash in on the second chance, so you can't blame him for what he's done. But here comes Jake Griffiths, the Burrow, winning last week on a bunny hop to PJ McNair, if I am not mistaken. And so tonight, he gets a very big opportunity to get a win here in the main event. This is exactly what he's asked for. Yes, it is in a tag team match, and yes, he's not by himself one-on-one, but it's exactly what he's asked for. He's asked for main event time. He's asked for big, important matches, and this is exactly what he's got here tonight. Tornado tag team rules, 1 fall to the finish, no countouts or disqualification. Let's get this one underway. And it's first fall to the finish. The winner gets a new member to the roster. And of course, we've only got 2 more matches of these left. And so far, Mayhem have only won 1. And that was last week's matchup when Sandra Piper destroyed Tashley in the main event and then proceeded to beat down Sandra Piper as well. The heated rivalry between those two that has developed. And tonight, of course, we get to see all 4 Cruiserweight Championship contenders in the ring for the first time in big, big fashion. Of course, ready to take each other on. And tonight, after this, of course, we're not done with just this match. No, no, no. After this, we get to hear from Aaron Albright and from King Sam for the first time. They get to see each other in the ring for the first time in what will be a just them two talking it out, finally face to face in the ring. And look at that! First exposes the turnbuckle and then uses it to Regem to take the advantage there. And clearly Jake Griffiths willing to do whatever it takes to beat down his opponents. And this is what this match offers. You can beat down your opponents for the pay-per-view. Remember, the Cruiserweight Championship is on the line. This is about to make history. These 4 men have a chance to become the first Cruiserweight Champion out of the trial era. So it will be the first technical Cruiserweight Champion in WIW history. And look at that stun gun off the top turnbuckle. You might want to switch corners and do it to the other side. Jake Griffiths. And look at this. Robertson in control of Regem. And Griffiths in control of Estrella Chico. So all 4 of these men with opportunities. Of course, they've all owned their opportunities in separate matchups. And now look at this. Griffiths has has Chico up, and the super kick bouncing his head off the top turnbuckle. And now Regem trying to take control of his matchup if he can. Regem with the clear height advantage to everybody else in this matchup. And probably the weight advantage as well. Probably just on the limit of 205. And now look at this. Jake Griffiths seeing his partner's in trouble and goes to his assistance here. And now looking for the powerbomb. Oh, what a roll though. Through for the sunset flip. And the referee slow to make the cover. But he might be able to steal it here. But he took too long. Oh, but look at this. Griffiths now flips it back on his own side. Oh, and nearly stole it there. 2.5. And now Griffiths trying to fight on. But look at this. Chico got back to his feet. And Daniel Robertson didn't see it coming. And Robertson goes down. Chico playing to the crowd now. Very much a fan favorite. Oh, but look at this. Bunny hop. Bunny hop. And where did that come from? And Estrella Chico hasn't seen the cover. He's too busy dealing with him. To dealing with Robertson. Is it going to be enough though? No, it's not. It's a 2 count. Oh, what a counter there by Robertson. Did you see that? Chico was going for the clothesline, but Robertson waited and manages to avoid it. And the Fight Night team are working brilliantly here. And once again, we might be looking at a Fight Night victory, meaning they'd steal a total of 5 members from their roster. It could have been 6 if the DQ win had counted, as opposed to the 1 that Fight Night has taken. But look at this. Regem leading the charge back. Discus clothesline. Has he got a hit for Mayhem? It's a 2 count. And a frog splash on the opposite side from Estrella Chico. But now look at Regem. He's got Griffiths where he wants him. This could be it. Griffiths in trouble. There's the combination. There's the combination. Regem with the strikes. And look at this. 1, 2. Oh, and he nearly got it. That was nearly Mayhem's second victory. But plays to the crowd. Oliver Regem sensing the control in the matchup he's in right now. And there's a shoulder tackle to take him down. And look at this, an atomic drop to follow. Regem on fire right now. And scoop up slam to send him to the apron. And now Daniel Robertson going for the cover. And he might be able to steal it here. But Regem breaks it up at the count of 2. And now Regem, oh look at this. Rolled up here by Oliver Regem. Look at this. Oh, it's a 2 count. And Regem taking on all comers tonight. He's on fire out the gate. And now Regem might be looking for it to Daniel Robertson. Discus clothesline. And picking him straight up. And Estrella Chico's going to go after the weakened man right now, which is Jake Griffiths after the hits he's been taking. But now Griffiths mounting the offense on Estrella Chico. And he's down, but look at this. Regem looking for the combination now to Daniel Robertson. He lands it. And now look at this. Oh, and he couldn't get it done. The regen combo couldn't get the job done. Oh, but look at this. Chico. Chico has the cover on Daniel Robertson, but the referee's not counting. Why is the referee not counting? 1, 2, 3. He had that cover. Oh, my God. He kept him down for the count. Discus clothesline. Another discus clothesline. Well, I think that Chico just got robbed there of winning that matchup, but it doesn't matter. Because right now, Chico... right now, it looks like Oliver Regem going to just continue the momentum. Oh, but look at this. Now looking for the axe kick. Gets it, but the cover's already hit by Regem, but he landed on top of him there from the axe kick. And now Daniel Robertson going to go after Regem. Regem waited, but he got caught there with the crucifix. And Regem has been on fire, but Robertson trying to extinguish it here. 3 men getting back to their feet while Robertson takes the time to taunt. That's a great picture for him. Oh, but look at this. Gets caught by Chico, who manages to get back to his feet. And now look at Chico, trying to get rolling. Remember, in this ring, we are looking at a future Cruiserweight champion. We just don't know which one of these 4 it is going to be yet. But now Robertson looking to wrap this one up. Chico's in trouble. He's taking a lot of hits here. It might be the end of it if he can get the hold of this. Looking for a kill switch. Connects with the kill switch. And flips him over straight into the cover. Robertson needs to just distract Regem to get the cover on Chico. No, he kicks out. He kicked out. And thank God as well, because Regem was distracted and wasn't going to be able to get there. Regem's done well in this match, but Chico hasn't done as great. An atomic drop again from Oliver Regem. And another one. And twice he's hit the reject combo on 2 different people. And look at this, going for the cover, trying to steal it. Robertson saw that happening and made the save. And now Robertson trying to slow down Regem if he can, and right now he can't seem to do it. Chico has not been carrying the load, but Regem has definitely been picking up the slack here. And now looking for the neck breaker and connects. And now Chico ready to put away Griffiths. This could be it. His partner's down, looking for an axe kick. No, curb stomp of his own, and now Regem ready to deal with Robertson. What work here, and the regen combo connects. He's going to drag him to the middle of the ring. They're both being dragged to the middle of the ring. The cover here from Oliver Regem and from Robertson. No, he kicked out. But now the cover on Robertson. Has Robertson been done? No, they both kick. In sequence kickouts from both Jake Griffiths and Daniel Robertson. And I tell you what, it's going to be a really long show tonight because nobody, and I mean nobody, is giving in. Oh, but look at this. Jake Griffiths now trying to catch Regem from behind, who went for Daniel Robertson to save Estrella Chico. And a cool little sequence there, I have to admit, both of them kicking out in sequence. And I thought they were both about to be pinned in sequence. There's a beautiful fisherman's neck breaker. And into the cover. Chico's going high risk though. Oh, look at this. Using the ropes for leverage. He might be able to get it. No. Kick out at 2. And Regem kicked out. Chico tried to figure out how he was going to stop that from happening. He couldn't do it. Into the cover whilst the atomic drops are coming in. And he gets a 2 count again. What a tag team tornado match this has been. And Team Mayhem fighting on hard here. Trying to get the covers. But Fight Night are on the back pedal. And they just can't seem to get back into the match as they had control. Now Chico to the top rope. Might be looking to fly. Oh, he's begging him to get back to his feet. Meanwhile, Griffiths trying to deal with Regem, setting him up for that super kick. Yes, he can. He connects. And his head ricochets off the turnbuckle. And now Chico. Oh, he's got He's got Daniel Robertson up on the shoulders. Looking for the stun. Connects with it. And look at that. Just see. Oh, God. What the hell happened there? What was that? Everyone just got taken down. And Chico tries to steal the cover off of it. Oh, and a beautiful tilt-a-whirl power slam from Oliver Regem, who's going to try and steal the cover off of that. One. Oh, Robertson breaks it up at one. And this is close to an end. Someone's going to wrap this up soon. I feel like one more big move could steal the deal for either side, to be honest. But it definitely has been the match in control right now for Mayhem. Fight Night need to start fighting back, and they've done so here. Ring has been empty. Chico's gone. And now Chico's gone, and now being left to his own accord here is Regem. Not that it matters. Regem has been phenomenal in this match. And finally, maybe that winning the #1 contenders opportunity has finally given him some fight in this match. Oh, but wait a minute. Look at this, Griffiths. Bunny hop. Bunny hop. And now Robertson looking to put away with the kill switch. Estrella, Chico, kill switch. And surely not. Into both the covers. 1, 2, and it's a double KO for Jake Griffiths and Daniel Robertson. A double KO. Jake Griffiths and Daniel Robertson represent Fight Night, and they've won again. Still only one win for Friday Fight Night, for Monday Night Mayhem. And Monday Night Mayhem have just lost another member of their roster. It's getting smaller and smaller for them over there. But what a win for Jake Griffiths and Daniel Robertson. And they managed to get the double K out and the double count. They both pinned and both got the 1, 2, 3. And they shake hands. But per pay-per-view at Mind Games, these four men will collide again, and there will be no teams. But the question is, who will walk out with the first ever Cruiserweight Championship around their shoulders or around their waist? Ladies and gentlemen, that's not it for tonight, because we still have one more thing to show you. We have to show you, of course, Aaron Albright and King Sam, who meet in the ring for the very first time. So stay tuned for that as we move on. You all know why I'm out here tonight, so I don't want to waste too much time on the intro. Tonight me and Sam will step in the ring with each other, but before he comes out here I'd like to say something. It doesn't matter what he says tonight, or what he does. This isn't going to change the result at Mind Games. I have every intention of walking out a double world champion. You ask me, this little man-to-man talk is stupid, but I'm under orders, so without further ado, please welcome WIW Heavyweight Champion King Sam. Really? Is that the best you can do? Oh, come on, man. We all know I've got to do all the work to make sure this match is memorable. The least you can do is make the build-up cool. Whatever. To be honest, I don't know what I expected from the B show, especially from a much lesser competitor than me. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I should be a little less rude. I really wanted to say today, thank you, Aaron. Thanks to you, we'll be allowing a double world champion. Thanks for giving me access to Mayhem. Thanks for helping the Wolfpack takeover come true. It does really mean a lot. Shut your damn mouth right now and listen to me. This isn't Fight Night. I ain't another joke that has just been next in line waiting to get choked out. I am the X Factor, the superstar. I am the WIW champion. So you better start showing me some respect. or don't, because that might actually work out better for me, because when you underestimate me, that's when you're going to get a super kick right to the jaw, and I will take away your precious title, and then I will make history as the greatest WIW superstar of all time. Okay, two things. One, you ain't beaten me. I am on the best run of my life, and I was born to be a champion. Whereas I seem to remember you spending the first half of your career a jobber, and now all the good talent has jumped ship to Fight Night. You're the champion of the little leagues, mate. So don't even think you stand a chance with me. Second, you think even if you do win, you're the best of all time? No. I have been breaking records for longer than you've been in the ring. I am a worldwide superstar and a record breaker. I am without a doubt WIW's greatest superstar. Forget this. You're so arrogant you don't even recognize anymore when the biggest challenge of your entire life is standing right in front of you. I may have started slow, but I rose to the top without anyone's help, which is more than what you can say. I'm done with this conversation, so get the hell out of my ring, leave my show, and I will see you at Mind Games, where I will take everything that you love and break all of your bones in the process. Nice talking with you. Well, as we expected, a heated exchange between these two indies. Oh, wait a minute, Sam's not going quietly. We didn't think this would end without a fight. And we're definitely going to see one here, and King Sam tosses him out of the ring. King Sam saying this is his company, his show, and that he's the greatest of all time. But Aaron Albright with a challenge to that of his own, and right now bringing it to the WIW champion. Oh, and wrenching away on the arm. And these two will collide for both the WIW and WIW Heavyweight Championship at the Mind Games pay-per-view main event. It's going to be one colossal show indeed. And now look at this King Sam just slamming him down off the shoulders from the fireman's carry position. And these two just colliding, and the referee finally breaks them up. But that is going to conclude tonight's show with that confrontation. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's show. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.